Any wedding stories to share, like, difficult jobs, difficult... let's start with difficult.
Yes. Okay.
Difficult, challenging task.
Okay, there was this wedding couple that I did for a really good friend of mine. She's from New Zealand, her husband's from India. And they were having their marriage ceremony at a chalet at Changi. So there I was carrying about 80 over cupcakes with icing and stuff over to the venue. And there was no fan or air conditioning. So basically about half an hour as I was doing up the whole stand and stuff, everything was actually melting away. So I had to actually salvage what I could as well to redecorate everything again, all over again, just to make sure that it was just right for the function itself.
See, this look is Picasso.
Yes.
Everything is
Yes.
He just asked me the colour. I just basically gave him purple, and I said, "You go ahead and do what you want," because I know he's very creative. So he came up with I guess he really wowed our expectations a lot.
Basically, that was all I had to work with as well, and
just violet.
Just violet, just get it done. It's violet, and yeah, it was really fun. I actually created 4 different designs just for the whole wedding theme itself, and I even used blueberry cupcakes to match with the violet theme as well.
Right.
So yeah, and the cupcakes were actually the crowd snatcher of the whole evening. People were not asking about the couple. They were asking, okay, who did the cupcakes, that kind of thing. So I was actually made to stand next to the cupcakes, and people were taking photographs of me.
Say, I'm not getting married.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean,
funny.
it was a very funny experience for me, and the couple they were actually laughing about that as well.
Why did you choose to have cupcakes instead of a wedding cake?
It was much more unique compared to having a normal traditional cake. It was better. The concept of cupcakes is you don't have the hassle of actually cutting the cake and distributing it. Whereas normally, because as per our culture and tradition, we are supposed to hand over every single piece of the wedding cake to relatives and close friends. It was very tasty and delicious. In fact, we sent over some to Mumbai. And actually people were complaining that not everybody could get it, so they had to cut it over and give it to them.
How did you feel that your wedding sort of reflected both your personalities?
Both of us actually are very carefree.
So what do you think about the whole, the bridal industry in Singapore? It's a pretty expensive affair to get married if you choose to do so.
Yes.
Okay, was there a reason why you decided to keep it small and personal instead of like a big banquet or something like that?
To me, I don't really believe in having a big show and really expensive things for the wedding and stuff. As long as the two people are there together, and I guess you have a witness, then that's all that really matters to me anyway. And it's like you're paying so much for the one day, but it's a lifetime that you're actually going to be going through. So as long as Dennis was there with me, that's all I'm really worried about, really.
For me, my point of view was I wouldn't mind actually having a big wedding in Singapore, but the only problem was people coming from India. All the way down here.
So do you think that having Kurt's cupcakes and all that also helped besides making it special, also helped make the cost lower?
Definitely. I actually enjoyed the muffins a lot better than the one and the cake in India. So because it was just, I don't know, it's just different, and you get your own individual cupcake, and it was fruitcake, the one that we had in India, so which I hate fruitcake. And but the muffins was a nice treat. Would
you ever think about going full time into just baking cupcakes for a living?
I have actually been approached to do it, but it's still in the talks right now, and nothing's really confirmed.
Approached by what? A company?
By 2 investors actually, who really like what I do, and because of the designs that I do, they find that it's very unique and very different, and so they were actually really keen on setting up the whole thing, and branching out to Asia Pacific as well. So but for me, it's just a home business right now. So that was a bit too much to take at the point of time. So everything is still in the talks. I'm not shelving it totally, but I'm just looking, maybe in the near future, maybe 3-4 years down the road from now. I'm not too sure.
So are you tempted?
I am tempted. How can you not like going to work to these every day?
For home-based bridal business owners like Kurt, part of the fun of the job is basking in the joy of weddings.